time for a look at your West Tennessee forecast with meteorologist Brian Davis.
Welcome in, everyone. I wanted to show you this. This is Skylar the Palm. So this was yesterday. He comes out. He's got the tennis ball. He loves to play ball. But look at what he did. He said, oh, no, I think it's too cold. We'll just go back inside and play. Isn't that like a lot of us? I mean, that is so much. He is so human-like, guys. I kid you not. He does not like extreme cold. We have to put him on the little shirt or the little vest there when it's cold. He hates rain. No, he does not like to go out in the rain at all. We have to kind of open the door and push him out there, you know, to go out in the rain. But he loves it when it's like it is now. And hasn't this afternoon been gorgeous? Oh man, look, not hardly a cloud in the sky. And about an hour ago at 4 o'clock, I couldn't see a cloud anywhere out there. Little bit maybe showing up there off to the west, but 66 degrees here in Savannah. We got a light wind out of the south-southwest at 9 miles per hour. So let's go ahead and take a look over at Memphis right now, coming in at 64. Those winds out of the west-southwest about 14. Still pretty dry out there, 32-degree dew point, relative humidity only at about 30%. And meanwhile, in Trenton, we've got a pretty stout little wind there at 15 miles per hour, but a beautiful sky there too. 63 right now as we go a little further north in Paris. So not a bad afternoon, as promised. We have had a little warming trend get going here. We're at 64 in Union City, 64 in Ripley, 66 now in Brownsville and Alamo. Let's see, we've got Troy coming in at 64, 66 right now in Lexington, Camden coming in at 63, and Savannah and Selmer and Henderson all coming in around 66 right now. So it is the time to be outside. You know what? We get that little extra hour of daylight now since the time change. So what a great next few days it's going to be. And I tell you what, by the time you get to the weekend, some of us are going to be like wiping the sweat off our brow too, because it's going to almost get a little more warmer. But the thing is, it will still be as humid as what it usually is in the summertime. Winds, as you've been seeing there, gusting as high as about 20 miles per hour, mainly out of the south and southwest right now, which is helping to warm us up to that southerly breeze, bringing in those warmer conditions heading into this afternoon. Well, we've got our warm front that's been lifting over the West Tennessee area. That's why we had a little bit of rain right along that boundary. Mostly was just rain by the time it got here, as the temperatures bumped up just enough to keep any snow from really trying to mix in down to the surface. But that frontal boundary, it has basically moved just to the east of us right now. Yes, we have a couple of low pressure areas here. We generally associate that with, you know, rain and storms. However, we don't have any lift mechanism over here. We don't have a frontal boundary. We don't have the type of airflow that would begin to lift any of this. So it's still pretty dry. So it's basically going to kind of scoot off to the northeast here. And I don't think we'll have any problems with anything there. So a little bit different than what we're typically seeing. I just want to see those lows, those L's, and go, oh no, but what about that? Yeah, we're going to be fine. Well, you can see nothing happening back there either. And what's left of the snow and any rain is kind of pushed off to the east here on the radar and satellite. And so we're going to begin a very stable pattern over the next several days. Futurecast is just, it could just about have the day off. You know, there's just not much showing up here looking good. It's mainly Ohio Valley, got a little bit of snow up there, and in and around the Great Lakes is what we're going to be seeing. But really nice and pleasant into the days ahead. And if you like low 70s, we're in business for tomorrow. We call it Friday Junior. It'll be the day before Friday, which will be on Thursday, of course. But look at how we're just warming up across the lower 48, Omaha, Nebraska, now at 75. They're warmer than we are, all the way down here in West Tennessee. Nashville in Middle Tennessee at 57, almost perfect temperature in Dallas, Texas. 73 degrees right now, and even in Bismarck, North Dakota, we're coming in at 63. Now, all of this is kind of spreading very quickly over into our neck of the woods, and by the time we get to the weekend, we'll see big temperatures like this will be over here into the even parts of the Ohio Valley, the East Coast, the Carolinas, back through the Mid-South, where we are located, friends. So we've got that to look forward to. I don't know. I need to do a little bit of lawn work. You know how it is. You're coming out of the winter. There's a little weed over there, a little weed over there. And, you know, it's kind of like, well, some places it's not enough to mow the grass, really. because some of the grass is dead, so you just go out and kind of spot hit it with the weed eater. I know that's a little trick I do sometimes. But looking great on radar here locally. You can see from Gates over to Dyer, over to Paris, Huntington, and back through the Savannah and Memphis areas. All the rain that we did have, what little we had, it's way over here in portions of East Middle and East Tennessee right now, and there's nothing coming from the west but just clear skies for us and warmer temperatures. So this is a pretty easy forecast, I must say. Hourly forecast for tonight, and we'll see a patchy cloud or two late tonight, but not going to be near as cold. It'll only get to about the mid 40s in the morning, and then we're going to start being more like in the 50s as we head towards the end of the week and the weekend here. So heading outside, going to be about 45 by 7 a.m. out at the bus stop, so you might take a light jacket. I don't think you'll need much of a coat, because look at this, by the time the school buses are rolling back home from school, it'll be about 72 perfect degrees, almost like air conditioning when you're outside too, and it's free of charge. You gotta love it. All right, looking at that 7 day, so a beautiful rest of our evening here. We'll drop off to about 45, 73 for the high tomorrow. A mostly sunny sky, lots of sunshine, absolutely gorgeous as we head into the weekend. 79 on Friday, 81 on Saturday, 85. That's going to be where we're going to be wiping the sweat off of our brow on Sunday. Look at that, not but 5 degrees under the big 90 mark, and then a little cooler to start next week, upper 60s into Tuesday. That's going to wrap it up. We'll see you back at 10. Have a great rest of the afternoon, and get outside, get some of that vitamin D today. We'll see you back later. Take care.
We are West Tennessee Weather Channel.